the enemy. But here are the map ban picks. Evolution Power versus Vasco. Port gets banned out instantly by Vasco. Looks like they have no idea. They don't want to play Port against Evolution Power. Eagle Eye finally. Blackwidow gets picked first. Eagle Eye comes in second. Mexico. And then Sub Base comes in fourth. And Compound will be our last map to be played. Just gonna write them down real quick. But Sub Base getting played as well. So looks like our expectations of having a map that does not get played is not going to happen, because Mexico gets played twice in a row, and then Sub Base coming into play this time around. So interesting to see, because Port is seemingly one of the best maps for Vasco, but them banning it out is something that I did not expect to happen.
Yeah, the pick ban here is very strange, to be honest. I mean, also the fact that they save Compound for last and they select Mexico. I mean, it just feels like they have a totally different map pick ban strategy against Evolution Power than they did against Car House. They're like, okay. Right. But the interesting thing is that it doesn't feel like they're target picking against Evolution Power. It's more so that they're just not picking their comfort, which is weird, right? Like, we assumed that Port is their comfort. We assumed that Compound is their comfort. They ban one, and then they just don't pick the other. I do wonder why. I mean, I guess it has something to do with Evolution Power also being pretty good on those maps. But at the end of the day, I do feel like this should favor Evolution Power Gaming then by the end of it all in terms of this pick ban. But, I mean, especially with Eagle Eye. I mean, Vasco looked pretty good on the map.
I think the main reason for them to ban Port out is they've seen Evolution Power play really well in Port, even though it being one of the better maps for Vasco. You don't want to take, you don't want to put the enemy in the comfort zone of their own. So might as well as do that. At the same time, it does throw off the enemy in terms of map ban picks. Port is gone. Now Evolution Power is scratching their heads thinking, what is Vasco doing? And maybe that curiosity will kick into play and then cause some troubles, cause some delays in the thought process of the players of Evolution Power, eventually allowing that slight room for Vasco to start winning some rounds here. But quick reminder, Blackwidow is map number 1, right? And then Eagle Eye coming in second. Mexico gets played as the third map as well. Sub Base as map number 4, and Compound is left out there as map number 5. Port gets banned out, and then Kara gets banned out.
Yeah, I was looking at the map bans, or rather the maps that were played between these two teams, and one of them was Port, and that's where Evolution Power won in a 10-5. So I think that's part of the reason why Vasco banned the Port, because they might be comfortable, but as you mentioned before, Evolution Power kind of bodied them on that map. So I think it's fair that they're like, okay, don't really want to play on that map. Also, Compound was the other map that, you know, Vasco Esports got beat on against this team, so they just don't elect to pick it. So it just looks very different compared to what we saw Vasco do against other teams, and that's because of Vasco's immediate experience against Evolution Power Gaming, right? So they've changed up their strategy. Blackwidow, in terms of results on that map, let me take a quick look, because that was the map where Vasco Esports took down Evolution Power Gaming, the first map. So, again, very much so going ahead and saying, okay, this is where we did well against this team, this is where we didn't. And then the whole kind of map ban pick is like formed based off of that. The Mexico is a really interesting pick, though, because number 3 comes in. The Blackwidow, you understand. The Eagle Eye for EP makes total sense, right? It's their favorite map. But Mexico coming in for the third map, I mean, I guess they just won on it, so perhaps they're feeling like, okay, we have a pretty good read on this, and maybe Evolution Power don't. But we have not seen these two teams play a lot of Mexico. In fact, I don't think Evolution Power played it at all, just because teams don't generally play on Mexico. It's not a very popular map. So Vasco perhaps saying, okay, we have a bit more extra practice on this one, and we're going to use it to try to snipe them out in map 3.
Yeah, for now, though, we are just waiting for the players to connect into the lobby, giving a quick restart to the computers to have a full gaming and competition experience to the players. You don't want any lags that could be caused, and you don't want any problems. So we are just getting readied up as we do speak. Looks like we should be ready any moment soon. So we're going to take a look at the players. They're already talking about some strats and tactics, and for Evolution Power even, they have to try to get into the heads of Vasco, because that Vanpig is out of expectation completely.
I wonder what YZK is eating over there. It looks pretty tasty. I suppose we'll never know. Maybe if he gets MVP, we can ask him. I will actually ask him. I'll be like, quick question, I just want to know.
We can definitely get through and see what goes from there. Yeah, but for now, first is going to be the key player for the team. And then MG as well is getting his setup fixed. So we'll have to wait for that to be fixed as a small game. We are going to try to fix these problems in an instant. So we have a bunch of engineers already on the problems, on the issue. We're not leaving the players alone. So.
Yeah. You got guys on the phone. We got other concerned referees standing nearby. I think it's pretty interesting timing given that MG just played a full 3 maps.
Is that Alex in the background? Because apparently what I heard is Alex is on off-site where Vasco is at right now. So
could be.
Could be. Good old names, good old faces. But at the same time, just getting the issues fixed. So we don't have to talk about that anymore, as we can just talk a little bit more at the game. Blackwidow, I feel like Vasco has a really good shot, given that Evolution Power has to come in this one with cold hands, and Vasco's already coming in hot, as they took 3 maps off of Evolution Kara House, and then now getting to face against Evolution Power. I do believe the momentum do still exist, even if you are playing against a strong enemy, and if you're able to just continue on with the flow. Let the waterfall begin, and some way, somehow, we may be able to see Brazil coming on top against Evolution Power.
Yeah, I'd say in terms of odds coming into the series, I would certainly favor Evolution Power gaming. There's always that like mystical feeling that a lot of players talk about as well, which is like the Chinese teams don't fully try until playoffs, but I do feel like besides that, if we just ignore that, even on top of it all, Evolution Power did win 2 maps against Vasco, 10-5, 10-5, right? So that did happen. I'm not going to ignore it. I think that there is a history between these two teams in recent times where Vasco Esports are going to have to really revamp their play in order to have a good chance against this team, because Evolution Power, they are really, really strong. I mean, this is a team that consistently challenges Baicha in their region, as MG going aggressive. Action as well. Here come Vasco trying to get at the faces of EP, and it's working out even though that first kill did not go very well. And Minnow kind of got a free one onto MG, but after that we did see that Vasco looking pretty good, although now Silva able to trade one back as YH of course lurking by himself out there on a long, as he does.
So the Armors gets picked off early on. Minnow takes the kill onto MG, and then first swings out at the wrong time, gets punished. And eventually Vasco is going to be able to find the better of themselves and get a man advantage, as we do have an Action and Silva on a 1-1 split. And YZK is kind of dead stuck, having no idea where to go. Does have all 3 utils and the AWM, but rifle would have been better of the choice, I feel like. And yes, indeed, he will pick up the rifle and goes for the reload. For now, A is kind of left unwatched as we have Silva out in towards A long. I think it's a smarter play and have the enemy plant the bomb. It's 2v1. Wait for your teammate to rotate in. And same is what Action is doing. I think he's tucked inside the windows. He's not on the bomb site, so he's just watching his 6. If the bomb gets planted, he will call for support. So that's exactly what these 2 players are doing right now. 50 seconds remaining, and YZK is able to get on top of bomb site. He did check inside of windows as well, so he gets the bomb down. And now Action, not hearing the bomb timer going off, will be rotating in towards the A bomb site. Let's see what he's going to do. Nades are flying out. YZK is going to book it towards Catwalk by hiding by pillars. This is actually gets caught by Silva and takes a bunch of damage, and eventually Action comes out from windows, swinging out, gets the kill. And Vasco is going to start us off with a round win. It's going to be 1-0 on Blackwidow even. So that is something we did not expect to happen, but eventually Vasco is showing why they are here and showing to us the caliber.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they handled that very well. I liked their aggression. from the Global Risk side. They got in their faces early on, and they're going to do it again. YH by himself over at Waters. As VNC also trying to push up through Road, he is going to get punished relatively quickly. So Evolution Power, they get a trade back, and they are looking now to go right back down middle, try to retake part of the map that should be theirs. Action on the off angle. You've got Fefe looking down here as well. And Fefe is in position, but that entry from Zay, very clean. MG spotted as well. It's a flash, does come in. MG gets the 1 kill, Silva gets another, but it's still advantage here to the side of EP. As Minnow trying to throw a bunch of nades down. Seems like they have a decent idea of where Silva is. But can they get this going as well, with Silva still hanging around on the A side, still a decent amount of time. It looks like First is going to wrap all the way back around, just to spot if anyone is going for the flank.
Anyone going for the flank indeed, but Silva, he has done 1v2 clutches from time to time, and he may just do one more here in round number 2. As 56 seconds remain, and looks like Evolution Power is willing to split down on towards A bomb site. We do have First on the M4, and is kind of creeping in towards A long. Silva, down stuck in A bomb site. I'm not exactly sure what he wants to do here. I think it's better if you're solo to be inside of windows and listen to the sound and try to take one frag and make it down to 1v1, given the bomb gets planted, so the timer now will tick against him. But 1v1, so in a 1v2, you want to make it down to a 1v1 rather than in the bomb site trying to take a 2 frag. But Silva is going to make that decision and takes down First. The process down to a 1v1. Minna takes a bunch through the boxes, and the box wall things are on point tonight, guys. Double kill for Silva, and Vasco's going to lead out 2-2-0.
Yeah, very nicely done. Silva just holds on to the angle, and EP runs straight at him. He had a fantastic position to deal with exactly what Evolution Power threw in towards him. As now Evolution Power trying to get back. YH's flash is jumping up against the wall, but Fefe swings out real wide. Doesn't expect Minnow to be out there as well. And, well, they're able to take him down. Once again, advantage over to the side of Evolution Power. That hasn't stopped Vasco from taking rounds, though, as they have really been stepped up to the plate. I think especially in these early rounds, as we talked about before, Vasco is very warmed up. They're very pumped up. They're ready to go. They're playing their best game, whereas Evolution Power will need a little bit extra to get online. But still, it's a great look from Vasco.
Great look from Vasco. Indeed, action on 3 kills and Silva on 4 kills. MG a little bit quiet, but doesn't matter. His teammates are there to provide. And we are now seeing a B hit coming through, but Silva has a really good angle, sprays on one. PNC springs out and gets one as well, but Mino will clean up the bomb site by himself on an M4. Some way, somehow picks up a double, but the rotation did come in from Action and MG. And no flank is to be found, as MG now left all alone in a 1v3 and a train, but he does get one. He gets second with the pistol. He does not care. He has a general idea where First is. Even at the M4 shooting from him First is going to reveal his position. The 1v3 clutch is getting closer from a dream to a reality now here, Valdez.
Yeah, I mean, MG knows exactly the angle he's going to take. He knows where the bomb is. Now, there is a chance a flank could have come in, so MG has to check that. But now he's going to run straight into First. He does miss that shot. And First grabs the bomb. So now First could run away, but he is considering another peek. He's thinking about, if MG's going to follow at any point, First will be ready with a pistol to shoot him down. Knows that MG is very, very low, so he wants to go for the quick shots. Another missed shot from the side of MG. And now First is on the run towards the A site.
Oh, MG reads this like a bucket in his own, a rotation of his own as well. On towards Catwalk is what MG's thinking to do, and they're going to meet each other, and First gets gunned down, and the pistol is good! And MG's going to pick up a triple kill, and all of a sudden, Vasco is on a steam right now.
Vasco will not be stopped. These early rounds are all theirs. And their Global Risk side has looked strong. It's been close. I mean, Evolution Power have been getting advantages in manpower. They've been getting some nice pickoffs. and yet it hasn't mattered all too much. You said that MG maybe a little bit quiet in the first couple of rounds, but he picks up 4 kills, and now he is on fire. And he's looking for more, right? He wants to ride this wave. He wants to continue with the momentum. He wants to poke out of road. But he is going to back away eventually, as nobody on the side of EP will show. YZK continuing just to look through the doors. And this time, Vasco don't push out totally as a team, as we're taking a look once again at the replay. As MG, he hits him in the foot and then just one-taps him with the pistol.
Like in the split second when MG legged first, I thought first was going to take the kill, but MG just quick on reaction time will press that number 2, take the pistol out, and gun first down. And Action finally taking the kill back onto YH. These 2 players had a skirmish going outside of B, and they took some damage in the process, but at the end of the day, it was better. Action find the kill, and MG springs out from windows, gets the kill onto Zay. And now down in underpress, there are going to be 2 players ready to gun down more players. Minor does go on top of the bomb site, and YZK has crossed Catwalk without going down. But down 3v4, and I'm not exactly sure what Evolution Power is willing to do here. Are going to go for the plant, but MG instantly takes down Minor for that. Down to a 4v2 now. I'm not sure if the clutch can happen. They get the bomb planted using the smoke, but Fefe quickly walling down YZK. First takes a bunch of the damage from the leg shot, and all guns blazing from Vasco. They will swing out at the same time. Get the bomb defused, and Vasco is rolling hot. It's 4-0.
You see everybody's really hyped up. Even VNC's smacking his hands together. Everybody's yelling and getting pumped. And for a good reason. I mean, they're smacking down Evolution Power at this moment in time. The beginning of this map is all Vasco's, and it's not particularly close. MG was fantastic in that moment. The timing of him to actually hop out of the window and get the snipe and essentially stop the plant and not give them a chance. And it was already 4v3, so that made it a 4v2 situation in favor of Vasco. Just controlling the early parts of these rounds, and in the clutch moments, they're also getting the job done. So, you know, at first we can say, okay, Vasco, they're really warmed up. Things are looking really good for them because they're coming off a big win against Carahouse. But eventually, if they just continue winning, it becomes more of an issue. Okay, is Evolution Power actually a match for these guys, or is Vasco just better?
Vasco just seems to be better in the moment. I mean, Evolution Power is looking to gear back up, is going to find the kill onto MG down towards middle. So first is finally kind of getting warmed up. Like we said before, Vasco has already played a series, and Evolution Power has to come into this one cold-handed. Eventually, Nate is going to do more action, though. Going aggressive down towards B. VNC quickly sprays down 2 onto Catwalk, and all of a sudden, YZK gets gunned down by Fefe in middle. What is going on? Everything is going wrong for Evolution Power right now. First, Dead stuck by him, so the flash is going to blind him out, and all of a sudden, down to a 1v3, dancing with VNC by the boxes. First has no idea, but VNC is going to get jumped down and gunned down in the process, down to a 2v1. 48 seconds remaining, and Fefe is going to gun down first, and Vasco is going to roll. It's going to be 5-0 on the scoreboard here with only 4 more rounds to go for the first half.
Yeah, they're just continuing to roll EP. 5-0 is kind of an insane score to have this early on. Minnow says, okay, enough of this. I will control mid. He takes a huge helping of damage on top of that as, first not looking quite the right way in action. It's going to take down first the main clutch man on the side, and now VNC, he's on point as well. Man, Vasco are just looking insane right now. I mean, every single player is having a huge map.
Not a single player is falling behind to the side of Vasco. I mean, as you can see on the bottom right, Action 6 kills, Fefe 4 kills, Silva 6, MG 6, and then VNC is all having like 5 kills to himself as well. So everyone is performing out. And now Action on top of boxes will take down Zay while he was on low HP. So the value has been realized. YZK swings out from middle, takes down VNC, but he himself took a bunch, and the C4 is down in the B corridors as well. So I'm not sure if YZK can clutch this one out, man. MG even has a frag grenade. So that 21 HP, definitely not enough. in a 1v2 on a team that is definitely feeling it right now.
Oh yeah, it's really rough to play FPS against 5 guys who just can't miss their shots. Like, it feels like they are absolutely immortal at this point in time. But YZK, very nice angle, but Silva is gonna spot him and immediately hits the headshot. Didn't even have to headshot him, but you know, might as well. 6-0 now on map number 1. Certainly not what we expected. I mean, Vasco coming out strong on Blackwidow again. Not too crazy, but this strong, definitely a pretty big leap.
Overkill, but it did not matter at the end of the day as they are able to find their number 6 in terms of round score action now. With all confidence, going to start swinging out Calvin and eventually drops Mino. What is going on to Evolution Power right now? Everything is not going right in their way.
I mean, Vasco have been given a pretty long leash to just hop down catwalk and spray out the windows and get a lot of damage done, a lot of pickoffs done. And you see Mino's trying to do his best to stop that. He's trying to challenge it, but action's just on his game. He's picking up his 8th kill now. And we do have a pretty big push coming in towards the storage here. Action is going to position pretty far up because even if he goes down below health, it is fine. Insane flick actually from first there, but Action gets the kill even super low, and now MG trying to help out against this push through storage. He's going to back away for now and just wait for his teammates to come over. Not a bad idea, as they do have the rifles in this close quarters on the B side. Is Fefe going to hit him through the door, and now Shay's going to go down 2 wall bangs from Fefe, and it's a 7th round in a row for Vasco.
7th round in a row, and what is going on to Evolution Power right now? They're about to drop the first half, not being able to pick up a single round there. And eventually, Fefe does get gunned down by Mino in the process. A quick wall bang coming through. In some way, somehow, and Silva and Action will pick up a piece each. Down to a 3-on-3, but I'm not exactly sure what will happen from now here on then on. Because VNC holding down towards middle. First, this gun down action, that does open up a gate, but the C4 is down all the way deep in spawn. VNC goes down in the process, and MG all alone. But Valdez, why does it feel only so possible for a 1v3 clutch to happen right now?
It is MG. I think that's the big reason, right? If it was anyone else, no offense to anyone else on the side of Vasco, but this guy is kind of the clutch king on your team. And he's about to get the big wraparound and spot the bomb. If he can do that, I mean, legitimately, he's got a pretty good spot, especially as a sniper. Okay, he sees the bomb. And now he's going to say, well, where is everybody? And right now, YZK is really going to come down to timing. Who spots who first?
It's going to have to come down to the wire. He gets spotted. Now he gets stepped out. MG now gets... Oh, YZK. He shot that AK, and now MG has a good idea of where YZK is, and he instantly punishes him out. Down to first, 1v1. I'm not sure if this round is going to go towards Evolution Power now.
First has got the angle, though. He spotted his head, but he needs to hit that shot because now MG can play the clock, right? He can say, okay, you got to get the bomb and you got to plant it right now. So First is the one who has to make the move. There's only 30 seconds left.
And now MG is going to go for the rifle. So up and close, he's going to be hiding by the B bomb site and go himself rotate down towards spawn area. First does pick up the C4. Is he? No, he not yet. 24 seconds, and First has to play against the imaginary enemy of MG, and he's going to pick up the C4 and run.
He needs to run. He needs to run to the site.
Oh, no, he's got no time. Even if he runs, I don't think he has time to plant.
I think you might be right.
You need 3 seconds, and...
Yeah, no, he's out of time.
No time. He's got no time.
And MG's going to hear this as well. And MG just has to say, he doesn't even need to get the kill.
He's going to hide now. There we go. MG.
Oh, my God.
Runs out.
MG almost threw that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if he gets killed, that's the end of the round in favor of EP. But he was playing the clock. That was excellently done by MG. And it was real close to not being excellently done right at the end. 8-0. 8-0.
8-0, about to be 9-0. Action springs out, gets a quick double kill. C4 is down towards A long as well. And what in the world is going on to Evolution Power? Milo in first, left all alone. In less than 15 seconds into this round, they drop 3 players in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, it just feels like Vasco, the way these players are moving is kind of on another level right now. First going to be spotted in action. This is his home ground. Like, he was born there.
13 kills in 8 rounds.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Well, Evolution Power did not expect to be met with this much power, let's just say. 9-0, and that's the first time we've had that all tournament long.
I mean, it's not even on a map that is imbalanced like Mexico. This is Blackwidow of all things, and it looks like Vasco is just going to be able to manly handle one hell out of Evolution Power right now.
Yeah, the movement I saw on long was just insane. Here comes Silva. Oh, the timing. Oh, the timing. He could have had YH, but Minnow is there as well watching it. YH is going to spot the long push, but the hit from VNC is huge. And now Minnow's taking damage. YH is going to go down as well. And they're just going to get a free plant onto Hey, we haven't seen many bomb plants just because Evolution Power couldn't do it. They couldn't get bomb plants.
Evolution Power couldn't cut it. And now with 2 players onto A down, the bomb getting planted.
They should plant it, right?
The retake is not going to be possible. Oh, no, the bomb is crossing now because MG was holding on to it. And
what is that?
What?
What is happening right now?
What was that? Action's going to headshot YZK out from the lobby.
Are they about to
everything
10-0
is going
them?
wrong. This is the first 10-0 Valdez.
It's gonna happen. Minnow, it's 24 seconds. He's not even gonna try.
10-0 brewing in the pot.
He's not even going. He's given up.
Oh, he 100% given up this round. And Silva, oh my gosh, that just adds on to it. 9 seconds and ticking.
They want the kill.
100%.
Can they get it? It's the other question. Looks like nobody else is going to peek him, and Minnow just runs away.
Yeah,
He's like,
Minnow has no interest in
at least my KD was good, right? Well, the match score wasn't great. 10-0 as Vasco, what has gotten into these guys? They absolutely steamrolled them.
I mean, my times in first-person shooter casting has never seen a play like Minnow not trying, even if it's the last round. Might as well give it a go, but at the end of the day, Vasco is going to